Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. Today I'm going to be doing a dual review of two books that go together, and the second one just released this month. So, the two books I'm going to review today are Every Heart a Doorway and Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Seaunan McGuire. Now, I enjoyed these. I really liked them. A lot of people have had mixed feelings. Some people really adore them. Some people really dislike them. I read them as an exploration of trauma, of childhood trauma, as an exploration of neglect and harder times for children, and an exploration of childhood nostalgia and the lack of wanting to become an adult. I read them in that frame of work, and I think it heightened the story. I don't know if that's how the author meant it to come across, but that was how I interpreted it, and I found the story to be a whole lot more endearing and insightful and engrossing when I put it into those terms. So the first book is Every Heart a Doorway, and this book takes place in a school for children who have been taken from this world and brought into other worlds, such as Wonderland, Narnia, etc. These children have come back to reality and are having trouble acclimating themselves into our everyday life. So their parents take them and send them to a specialty school where they believe that these children will be cured of these imaginative and potentially dangerous thoughts about other worlds, when in reality they're taught to cope. They're taught to live appropriately and to experience life the best they can and to deal with everything as effectively as possible, but still not lose the memories. So, this story follows, it's been a while since I read this, so bear with me. This story follows Nancy. Now, Nancy is a young girl who fell into a time of darkness and logic, and each child can either go into a land of like make-believe and silliness, or logic and darkness, or darkness and silliness, or so on and so forth. There's almost different planes, and you can end up in kind of different zones of each. It's like a grid. And Nancy ended up in a place of darkness and logic. And she's now been brought back, and she's been brought to Miss West's school for children who have been lost. She is having a lot of trouble realizing her change and accepting that she may not ever get to go back to this realm. She is having trouble accepting reality and accepting her experience having been something potentially unreal, until she gets to Miss West, who says, no, your experience was very real. However, you need to come back to reality and try and learn how to function to live here in the real world. This story was charming and sweet. I really enjoyed it. It had some elements to it that I was not a fan of. There is a moment within this story that changes some of the summary and plot and makes it a little less believable and a little less my type of book. But all in all, I really enjoyed it. I think that it was a phenomenal exploration of trauma and experience of childhood nostalgia, and I really liked it. So the second one, which is the one that just came out, this came out June, about 2-3 days ago. And this one is Down Among the Sticks and the Bones. Now, in the first book, there are two characters, Jack and Jill. They are two girls who are raised by their parents, and they go to a vampire-esque kind of world, where one of them is raised in darkness and one of them is raised in lightness. in terms of one of them's raised like really feminine and girly and sort of silly and fun, and the other one is raised in the darkness of logic and masculinity and hard work and all of those things. So the story goes in this book and follows those two characters pre the first book. So this is a prequel. And it experiences them from the beginning of their birth in their life with their family to their experience in their own little world that they experience. It shows you the neglect that they suffer from their parents. It shows you the aspect of their family where they are taken and separated and raised in almost different gender stereotypes. Even though they are both female, they are raised in different gender stereotypes. The exploration of gender in general is really interesting in this, and the way that they have it portrayed as such different or vastly different experiences of life was really interesting to me. And I thought that it was a really highbrow kind of exploration, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun and easy to digest, but it still made its point and got its ideas across. I highly recommend both of these. I think they're both a lot of fun. I think they're both really important and have some really interesting social commentary in them, and I think that they are highly anticipated for a lot of people, and I know there's a third coming out, which I will definitely be picking up. I am hoping to pick up a non-arc that will match this copy, but we'll see. I'm not holding my breath. So yes, that is these two books. I hope you've enjoyed my review, and I will see you guys very soon.